All right, folks, welcome back to the Crisis Report. It is September 23rd, 2025. We are brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. We'll have more on that on the end. We're going to be talking about things that are going on in the UN today and some other issues of, just importance. And also, seems the platform here has come out and admitted something that we all knew, but we'll get into that in a moment. Hit that like button, do the subscribe thing, darken up the bell, that'd be great. This is going to be a quick one. Thank you very much for being here. Denmark Prime Minister says the airport drone incident was a serious attack on their key infrastructure. Denmark says they face a high threat of sabotage after drones shut the airport down. Iran has executed at least 1,000 people in 2025, according to NGOs. NATO has warned Russia that escalatory air violations on its eastern flank have to stop. Trump accuses the UN of funding an assault on West through migration. Trump demands Europe stop buying Russian oil and hitting India and China. President Trump says India is one of the primary funders of Russia's Ukraine war in his UN speech. He says that European countries are going to hell because of migration, and he mocks the UN, saying it's not working for peace. And before he was getting there, the escalator at the UN headquarters immediately stopped right as he and Melania were trying to step on shortly after arriving. Very well timed. And when he was going to this teleprompter, it broke as well for his UN speech. And as he said, whoever's operating this teleprompter is going to be in big trouble. So obviously some things were going on. There are he said, these are the two things I got from the United Nations: a bad escalator and a bad teleprompter. United Nations is funding an assault on Western countries and their borders. The UN is supposed to stop invasions, not create them, and not finance them, according to Trump. And we have an admittance from the platform here. Seems that YouTube has admitted to having censored people during the Rona and for political reasons. They have offered terminated creators the opportunity to rejoin the platform. What I would love for them is for them to stop shadow banning channels like mine, and I can show you the receipts for it. On January 21st, 2025, the views on my channel collapsed. So the algorithm is being weaponized as well. So as much as I would love to have you do and admit that you did this, and you did, and you almost took my channel down, I think you also have a little bit more to go, and you need to stop weaponizing this platform to only be suited and pushing and promoting leftist voices, because we're all seeing what's happening with that. Link in the description from judiciary.house.gov that backs up and supports all this. Trump, climate change is the greatest con job ever perpetuated on the world. Trump says Germany is being led down a very quick path, both on immigration and, by the way, on energy. They are going green and they are going bankrupt at the same time. Trump says the U.S. is going to blow drug boats out of existence. State Department warns that the United States travelers to most European countries will soon face new automated border checks with their biometric data collected digitally on both arrival and departure. That's why I went to Europe last summer. It's almost like I'm right all the time. World Health Organization declares autism cannot be caused by jabs. President Trump tells the United Nations they do nothing but write letters filled with empty words and never resolve wars. Argentina is sinking into a severe economic crisis. Trump offered Malay support from the U.S. Treasury. Argentina's stock market has collapsed 10%. Argentine peso is now down 99% in 10 years. And Trump administration has offered a lifeline to Argentina, backed by the U.S. Treasury. New York Police Department stopped Macron's motorcade to allow for Trump to pass. After a short, unsuccessful chat with a cop, the French president dialed Trump for assistance, but that didn't work either. Monaco, Belgium, Andorra, Malta, and Luxembourg have all formally recognized the state of Palestine during the UN General Assembly. That was on Monday. They joined France, co-chair of the summit, along with Saudi Arabia, who recognized Palestine at the opening of the meeting. Australia, Britain, Canada, Portugal also recognized the state of Palestine on Sunday. Spain, Ireland, and Norway already had recognized the state of Palestine in May, and Sweden did so in 2014. MSNBC has sounded the alarm that, quote, Christian nationalism, end quote, is rising, warning that we could soon see a return to the teachings of Aristotle and the founding fathers merged with Christian beliefs. Quote, it merges Christianity with a specific interpretation of what the founding fathers wanted, what Aristotle wanted, merging Christianity and protecting Western civilization values into one of the same thing. Oh, the horror. An American with a laser pointer tried to blind the pilot of a helicopter carrying Trump as it was leaving the White House, NBC News reported, citing the Secret Service. This happened on Saturday evening. A shirtless man who was loudly talking to himself also blinded an officer who was approaching him with the pointer. Detainee confirmed that he understood the risks of a collision involving the presidential helicopter due to his actions. Recall that recently, Trump plane barely avoided a collision with a passenger flight over New York. So, that is your crisis report alert for September 23rd, 2025. Thank you so much for admitting what you admitted, YouTube. Now, if you could do the rest of the hard work in allowing everybody to be seen freely and not have your algorithm hinder certain political persuasions, that would be most excellent. We're brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. If you'd like to change your IRA into gold and silver, this is one of the best companies out there. And if you've seen gold and silver pricing lately, might be a consideration for you. Link in the description. Also, other links. God bless you all, and we'll see you on the next one.